Hi guys, so something a little bit different from me today. I've thought about doing this for a little while, but for some reason have just held off. I don't know what it is. I watch a lot of these, and this is a favourites video, a monthly favourites. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do these every month or just when I have things that I particularly loved, but I don't just follow the booktube community, I also follow other communities, and so I've seen a lot of favourites videos, but some of my favourite booktubers also do favourite videos. I know Charlie at Duvet Devours doesn't do them all the time, but will occasionally do a favourites video, and also Richard Denny does favourites. And I thought it would be a good way to show you guys some of my other interests, other things that I enjoy other than just books. I thought it would be a simple way to do that. So let me know if you enjoy this type of video, because it's something that I'm thinking that would be a good thing to include in my channel every now and then, maybe not every month, maybe every month. So we'll see how it goes. So just let me guys know, do you like favourites videos? Are they something that you feel like you get something out of? Let me know in the comments down below. So I'll start with where I'm comfortable in talking about, which is books. I have two favourite books this month. If you've watched my July reading wrap up, you'll know that I read 10 books in July. I had a fantastic reading month. There wasn't very much that I didn't enjoy reading, but these two books were the standout books to me of the month. I could quite easily have chosen like 5 or 6 books, but no, narrowing it down, these were the two books that were absolute favourites for me. The first one being A Pound of Flesh by Sophie Jackson. I went into this not expecting loads. I thought I would enjoy it as sort of a romance read because I'm an unabashed romance fan. But this book actually surprised me. It had a lot of depth to it. It was so meaningful, so well written. I loved that we had both the female protagonist's point of view and the male protagonist's point of view. That's always something that I enjoy. And it was just an absolutely fantastic read. Kat is a teacher, and she goes against her mum's wishes and basically starts teaching in a prison. There she meets Carter, who seems to be a really angry prisoner. She can't quite figure him out, and he's even rude to her until he figures out who she is, and they have sort of a past together that Kat doesn't know, but Carter remembers her, and it's about them having this attraction to each other but being unable to act on it. And then when he's finally free, where they go from there, and obviously finding out what happened between them in their past. It was a really good read, and I absolutely loved it. Highly recommend checking it out. And then the second favourite book that I read in July was The Land of Stories 4 Beyond the Kingdoms. If you haven't checked out this middle grade series, like, you really need to. It's got all the fairy tales that you could possibly love in there, plus this one threw in some extras from sort of real world fiction, so like Alice in Wonderland, Robin Hood, The Wizard of Oz. This story just gets better and better, and like, you just need to check this series out if you haven't. It's definite favourite. Love it. And the covers are gorgeous, the insides are gorgeous. It's just a must read series, guys. And then something that's a book but not a book. For the last couple of months I've been into the craze of adult colouring. Now, like, I don't do it every day, but if I've had a particularly stressful day or I just want to chill out, then I will colour. I have a couple of adult colouring books, but there's only one that I've really been colouring in at the moment. I haven't basically started any of the other books, and that's Millie Marotta's Animal Kingdom. I know this is one of the sort of more well-known ones. I really love this. I've coloured in a few. They take a long time to do. They're very intricate. I think that's what makes them so beautiful. This is one that I've coloured in. So yeah, there's that. The bees, I particularly like the bees. I don't know why. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of intricate ones that I haven't found my way to yet. I'm not going through it in like colouring it in an order. I very much flip from one thing to the other. I like to colour what takes my fancy. So I've done the jellyfish. You see that? one I particularly loved. And this is actually my favourite, but I don't really know why. And that is the sea lion. Really love that one. And let's see, what else have I coloured in. If you'd like to see more of what I've coloured in, sort of after this video, like I do, when I finish one, I do put it on Instagram. This is the one I'm currently working on, which is the pigeon, I think. And I've done like the butterflies and the dragonfly, and I think that's all I've coloured in here so far. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just really, really relaxing. I use gel pens, fine liners, colouring pencils. It is, at first I thought it was a bit of a fad, and I just adult colouring, and then I actually saw this and how beautiful it was, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It is really, really relaxing. I'll either listen to music while I do it, or I'll watch a documentary on my iPad. Like I'll sit either at the kitchen table or in like the lounge coffee table. I'll sit down, have all the pens around me, and then I'll just maybe have my iPad in front of me and watch YouTube. Or normally I'll put a documentary on and listen to it while I colour. And it's just really, really relaxing. It's something that I really enjoy, and you lose hours doing it really, really quickly. But yeah, that's really, really enjoyable. And I think I want to get the Secret Garden one or the Enchanted Forest because they look beautiful. So yeah, something a little bit different there. Next thing that I want to show you is my new phone case. I just have an iPhone 4S, and I already have an actual case on it. I have Snow White, but sometimes I worry about it being in my bag, being scratched and things. So I got an actual like sleeve, and it's a Minion, and I love it. The eye moves and everything. I actually do have an iPad case that sort of goes along with this, but that's not the case that I have on my iPad. But yeah, this is it. I just slip my phone in it like this, and then the eye magnetizes and it shuts, and it just keeps the screen safe in my bag from being scratched and things. And I just think it's cute. Like, I'm 23 years old and I love Minions, obviously. So yeah, really, really enjoyed that. Similarly, I bought a new case for my Kindle this month. My Kindle case was getting really, really tatty. I still have my Kindle keyboard, and this was the case that I was using. As you can see, it has seen better days, but it's quite hard these days to actually find a Kindle keyboard case. I've been looking for a while, and I really, really struggled to find a case for it. And I was in TK Maxx, and I came across this. And it's like a leather sleeve for an iPad mini, and I didn't have my Kindle on me, so I was like, I don't know if it's gonna fit, if it's gonna be too big to slip my Kindle in, but I thought if it is, at least I do have an iPad mini, so it wouldn't be a total waste, because I could use it for my iPad. And it's a Michael Kors sleeve. I also love me my Michael Kors, not gonna lie. My actual iPad mini case already is a Michael Kors case, and I thought it would be great if my Kindle could fit in here, because then they sort of match. And it does have my Kindle in there right now, and it does fit quite nicely, and it would slide out, but it's not fast running. It's perfectly safe in there for me to just put it in my bag, carry it from point A to point B. It keeps it nice and safe, and that's really all I need it for. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I'm just so glad I've got a nice new case, and it keeps it nice and safe, and the fact that it's Michael Kors doesn't hurt either, because like I said, I do like my Michael Kors. Which leads me to my other favourite, which is sunglasses. I have a bit of trouble finding sunglasses that I like. I'm really terrible. But I found these, and these are Michael Kors, and they are reflective aviators. And they are, I don't know if you'll be able to tell with the camera and lighting, but they are blue. And I've just been wearing these a lot this month, with it being sunny. The weather hasn't been fabulous all month, but there have been a few really, really hot days, and there's been a few times I've cracked these out over the summer. So yeah, I just really like them. Like I said, I do struggle with sunglasses that I like, but I really like these. I like the colour of them, and yeah, I've been quite happy with those. And again, those are Michael Kors, and I think they're called the Kennedy Flash sunglasses. But I really like them. They're basically similar to Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans do a lot of reflective aviators. So yeah, I've been keeping them nice and safe this month. But yeah, I've had compliments on them as well, which doesn't happen very often. But yeah, really enjoy those. And then the last couple of things I want to share with you probably will interest no one, but I feel like I have to talk about them. The first is a lip balm. I struggle all year round with really dry lips, and they get so dry they are painful. And I've never found a lip balm that continuously helps, if you know what I mean. This one is amazing. If you struggle with dry or chapped lips, you have to try this. It's been my absolute lifesaver, and it's the Nukes lip balm. And I found this in Marks and Spencer's. It smells like lemons, like oranges. It smells really good. Like, it smells like lemon cake essentially. And it's just a lip balm, but it's quite thick. And once you put it on, like, I can feel it on my lips for hours, and it's moisturised them, and it's actually just made them healthy. And it's just absolutely amazing. It's just been an absolute godsend, and you need this. I've actually been using it, I think, for 2 months now, because as you can see, like, I've still got quite a bit left, and I've been using it solidly for 2 months, and my lips have literally never been better in my entire life. So amazing. And then the last two things are both from La Roche-Posay, which is a skincare brand that I love, absolutely love. I have a lot of things from them. And the first thing is their thermal spring water. This is the smaller size. I'm definitely going to go back and buy it big size. And it's just sort of spring water. Now, I suffer with hay fever and also episcleritis for my eyes. So my eyes can become really painful, particularly in the summer. Between the hay fever and the episcleritis, I get really dry, painful eyes. And I do have eye drops for it. But I found that this also really just helps, just to spray this all over my face. It's extremely soothing. It's one of the most soothing things I've ever found. It just is so cooling, and it just helps so much. If you have, obviously I don't like spray it right in my eye. It's like a mist, and I put it all over my face, and it just helps to moisturize my eyes. And it just, when my eyes get particularly sore, it will get really hot around here. But this just helps cool that down, and it just helps with the irritation. So yeah, I definitely recommend this for that. And then the last thing is also from them, and it's their CeraZinc toner. I looked all over this, all over the place for this for a while, because it used to be really hard to find, but you can get it in Boots. And it's a toner, but it's a spray toner. And what's so great about this is it's suitable for acne prone skin and for oily blemish prone skin, which I have both. And this is just great. It helps so much with oily skin. Like, I get so embarrassed, like, I don't mind telling you, I get so embarrassed being so oily skinned. You can really tell with this that it really does help reduce the oil on your skin. So yeah, it's really good, and it's also just really convenient just to spray it instead of like having to get a cotton pad and like put it all over your face. Just spraying on toner, genius. So yeah, really love that. So that's everything for my July favourites, guys. Like I said, oh no, I have one more thing to show you guys. You've probably already seen it, but I want to mention it. I had a tattoo done in July, my first ever tattoo, and I'm a little bit in love with it. How well will this show lighting wise? I basically had a book tattooed on my wrist. I really love it. I will have to go back and have it touched up, but you know, it's still been healing. I had it done in the middle of the month, so yeah, it's still basically in the healing process, but I will go back and have it touched up a little bit here and there. But for the most part, it's done, and I love it. I really love it. So yeah, that's everything that I've loved in July. So yeah, like I said, a little bit of a different video, something I've wanted to try out for a little while. Whether I'll do them regularly or sporadically, we'll see. But yeah, that's everything for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all soon. Happy reading!